Greetings, disc golfers. KWK here with another disc golf video for you, and today we are at Purdue University Calumet. Why are we out here at my old alma mater? Because they have a 9-hole disc golf course on their campus here. And today we're going to try it out, and we're at hole 1. So, looking up, it is a forehand throw for me. What a way to start. Let's see how we do. Well, we clipped some trees, and we went right in that mulch. So this is going to be fun. Let's see how it pans out when we get there. Yeah, I tried to do a video on this course a few weeks ago, but it was way too wet. And as you can see, it's still pretty muddy from how watered down it was. And right there, some mulch. You can see where that destroyer ended up, but we can still possibly get par. But no, it's a pretty nice day out. It seems like this course has dried out enough. Well, it's going to be interesting going into this mud pit here. Drop off the bag. I think from that point I'm probably going to throw mid. So getting a little bit closer. Yep, there we go. Alright. Nice dry mulch. Smells really interesting right here. Compost, if you will. Reminding. And let's see if we can get this mid. Close enough to that goal. Still hitting mulch again. This is going to be a trying hole right here. Yeah, it's still a little muddy out today, but it is playable. Before, when I came out here, it was literally underwater and not playable at all. I mean, the whole place where you drive was just at least 2 or 3 inches of water sitting there, so it was no good. But yeah, just want to document this nice 9-hole out in this area. Some people may not be aware of it. And right here we landed with our KC rock. So now this is going to be quite a challenging putt, but who knows, maybe we'll get lucky. Take out our trusty AVR, hope for the best. Right there, and I think we're bogeying this one already. I don't know if it's the mud getting to me or just feeling rusty because I haven't played in a while. But right here, we at least are guaranteed our nice bogey. And +1 on hole 1. T-pad was up there, and we ended up here. Hole 2, 220 feet, par 3. And another forehand throw for me. This is going to be a trying course for me, guys. I'm over here to my right. You can actually see what I'm talking about. There's like totally a marsh pit, and all that water was actually over here last time I was by. So if you ever come out to this course, if it's been raining in the area a lot, I wouldn't recommend trying out this course. Wait until it really dries up in the season. But back to here, another forehand it recommends to get around all this here. So we're going to try a real strong forehand and hope I can cut it around here, because I'm not feeling adventurous to go over straight ahead that stuff. And cook around. I guess we're gonna have to take it. That still looks like a challenging throw from there, but we'll see. It didn't hit a tree this time. I have to find a bogey on one of these holes, or I mean birdie on one of these holes, because I gotta pay for that bogey still. Just don't feel right if I don't at least make par on a course. But no, you got a lot of obstacles so far on these holes for how small and tight it is. Yep, there's a little bit of standing water by this goal, so I better throw and hope for the best. But this is still significantly drier than the last time I was out here. This is still playable. Just a little wet right there by the goal. That's not too bad. Man, that's going to be a long... Yeah, this is getting a little bit wet. Oh, good old fun mud here. There we go. Second throw. I'm feeling like putting this one because I do not want to go over into that brush. And oh, well, my disc got cleaned right there. Definitely got cleaned on that one. That's why we have these great towels. I strongly recommend, if you disc golf, to always have some type of towel with you, because it's not just for the cleanliness of it all, but it definitely, at least for me, it hurts my game if the disc is really muddy or wet, because it seems to slip out of my hand a little bit easier. But now we get to trudge through all this and try to stay as dry as possible, stay on the high land. Oh man, my disc is totally sunk in there. And that's the funny part. I threw a putter thinking I would stay away from that. So I'm going to actually do this throw and keep my bag on, because there's really nowhere to set it other than that rock that I'm not confident in. So right here, whoa, in underwater Mud City, oh, we're going to back up and do our throw from here, because that's just too wet for me, guys. Oh, there we go. At least we earned our par, and I am very grateful that water has not seeped through my shoes yet. Whew, really earned that wet par on this one. And that is hole 2. Still a little too muddy for my liking here, but hopefully hole 3 will treat us nicer. Alright, hole 3. As you can see, I had to put my bag way up on hole 3 because that's where the high ground is. It's pretty muddy around me. Very wet still and very drowned out, but 420 feet here, guys. Par 4 at least, so we got that going for us, an extra throw. And the basket is all the way down there between those 2 trees up there. This is pretty much just an open field long bomb, so I'm going to throw my Blizzard Boss, because this seems to be the most distance I can get. Let's hope we can make this in as few throws as possible, guys, in the mud. And I kind of slipped in the mud there, and I am way off on that. But we're going to work off of it, because that's just what makes us better. In my own defense, it is extremely muddy from that launch pad. It is pretty ridiculous. They definitely need at least a concrete pad or something over there, because all I can see is there's either nothing for the tees, or there is like those rubber mats, and those rubber mats just drown. So it is a lot drier over here, so I'm feeling much more confident about the next holes. But when you get to a hole like this, accuracy is nice, but not really required. Definitely just need some distance. From here I should be able to get a little bit more distance, but the wind is picking up, and it feels like it's against me, so that's not going to help either. But I think I'm just going to throw my disc again, and see if we can get some distance closer over there. And we're getting there, guys. Getting there. Might just make it. Par is luckily 4, so I got that extra stroke going for me. And ironically, even though it's super wet out, I'm still getting thirsty. No, it's actually way drier around here. This should get a lot better, because I think the course works itself around the dorm over here. And over here is way drier, but the course starts off in like the mudlands over there, and you work in a big roundabout, it seems like. So hopefully it won't be too bad. Where did that end up? Here we go. Well, this is definitely mid or putter again. This is where I always have my struggle. What are we going to pick, guys? Feeling mid or putter? I think I'm feeling mid, just because that seems pretty long. And I want a little bit more accuracy, so I think the mid will work here for me. Right in that tree it will. Oof. I'll take it. That was my 3rd throw. And in that 3rd throw, We are right there for an easy putt. So at least we'll be making par. But still, making par on all these is not going to be good enough to make up for that bogey I threw on the first hole. Right here. Par 4. There you go. Made par on 3, guys. On the 4. Hole 4. Par 3, 245 feet. Today we are looking at the complete opposite of the last hole. We got ourselves a lot of obstacles here. A lot of trees. The emergency siren thingamajig. Some lights. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Let's try not to hit the building or anything and hope for the best, guys. I'm going to try hooking my destroyer right where that basket is. And that might hook more than I want it to. That should be playable, though. I didn't hit anything, so I'll take it. Let's see how close it ended up, because I didn't throw that one that hard just because it seems like so many obstacles around here. I don't want to risk hitting anything. But so far this hole seems to be the best out of all the ones I've played, just because it's dry. I think I'm giving it all to the advantage of being much more dry because we're closer to the dorms here. But no, this is a beautiful addition to this campus here. Unfortunately, this didn't exist when I was going to school because I'm an old man. But yeah, coming to school here with all these advantages and nice offerings, definitely the way to go. And if you like disc golf, it's even a plus. You can actually come out here when it is dry out and enjoy this course more than I am today. But here we are. Destroyer landed here. Looks pretty good. This is definitely putting distance. Very challenging putting distance. I think I say that for every distance, don't I? But let's see what we can do. Didn't put enough gusto on that one. But for a second throw, we don't complain. Why? It's right there as an easy par. We'll take our easy pars all day. As when you're recreational level like me, par is more than sufficient for every hole. If you can get a birdie, great. But par is key, and I still got to make up for that bogey. On to hole 5. Hole 5. Here at hole 5, it looks like pretty straightforward. You got a couple big trees, these little trees here that shouldn't be a distraction. And I'm going to try out my Star Katana today and see if I can throw this straight enough right there. And I threw that way high, but looks like it's dipping down. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. Really looks like it's going to crack that tree. Kind of funny how the wind dipped that. We might have a potential birdie on our hands, which we really need, guys. Let's strive for that birdie. Well, so far this is weekend out here. Seems pretty quiet. So if you think of trying it out on a weekend, it should be alright. I mean, other than being super wet in the mud, landscaping seems pretty nice. But they really need to invest in some tee pads, because right there where I started from hole 1, already wrapping around back to, you can't even see the rubber mat that was there. It's buried in all the mud. There it is a little bit. And we end up here at Katana. Hey, that was a pretty good throw. Looks, the landing's better than I thought it was. Okay, potential birdie, guys. Cross your fingers. I always get frustrated with those. But, once again, it's an easy par, so let's not complain, take our par, and move on our way. So, right there, guys. Par on 5. On the 6. 6 is... oh, here's a sign. Holes 6 through 9, 2,000 feet west and back of Hospitality Tourism Management Building. Wow. I've never been on a course where there was such a gap of 2,000 feet. Is there some type of transportation or shuttle to 6 and 9? Because, alright, I guess I'm going to turn off this video and put on my Trek shoes. Talk to you at 6, guys. Whew. Alright, guys, 2,000 feet later, my dogs are barking. Nah, I'm just teasing. I drove my car over here. There's another parking lot by the building like it describes. And after parking there and then coming up, now I come to a locked fence. So, to continue this course, you really got to be pretty hell-bent and adventurous. Because it looks like we're going to be jumping a fence. And there's dogs out there barking at us already. So this is already a great experience. So, let's do a good old hop the fence here. And see if we can get to the next hole that looks pretty watered down. Bag overboard. And let's see if I can get these old bones overboard too. And it's been a while since I've been jumping fences, guys. Bear with me. Oh man, ain't like breaking out of prison. What a rush. Oh man, that was not a fun landing. Alright, well after that 2,000 feet, and now clearing a fence I had to jump because it's locked. Can we finally get to the next hole? Oh, this isn't looking promising. Wow. Well, we got an audience of a barking dog, and we have a mud pit like no other. This is just shot. Well, I think we're going to have to improvise in this hole. Definitely going to have to improvise. Here is hole 6, and this is what the other holes looked like a few weeks ago. It does not seem like things have dried up at all. 320 feet, guys, and it looks like it's straight ahead. And you know what? I hate to disappoint the crowd, so I'm going to just improvise. I'm going to put my bag up here on the higher ground, and I'm just going to stay behind the basket, stay behind the post when I throw here. And we're just going to try to make it work for you so you can get an idea and feel for the course, and hopefully it'll work out in the end. I think I'll throw my katana on this one and start here, about 320 feet, guys. Hopefully this does not go in the deep end of the drink. Well, we're getting there. Thank goodness there's a fence to stop it. Not too bad. So we do have a par 4 at least, so maybe I got a chance at getting a birdie. And yeah, I know I'm not playing very legitimate today, but I'm sure you can understand with that much water how anybody's going to sit and surf through that, or drive through that, I don't know. But this is pretty much the stretch of the last 3 holes here, and I gotta say, they just seem like a narrow shot way. Looks like you got some interesting obstacles, because you got all these homes here, so you got the possibility of losing a disc on private property. Good luck on getting that back, especially out here. And plenty of water. It must be super dry season to be able to use this course, because it hasn't rained out here in a while. And I figured since it's been dry for a few weeks, this would all be gone. Well, I figured wrong. But I am grateful that my disc did not go straight into the drink here. Now how we're going to cross this river, I don't know. Did I already pass my disc? Yes, I did, because I was just flapping too much. There we go. We'll backtrack a little bit. And we're going to be throwing from here. Katana got this far. Whew, there's 6. This is a potential birdie. I mean, I should be able to get close enough and then putt it in, and you get 4 on this one. So I think I'm going to go with a strong putt this time, because I did mid last time. Just for a little variety's sake, and I'm going to really hope I don't get it in that water. Right there. Hey, if it was a little bit higher, I could actually nailed that sucker. I think that's going to be our potential birdie, guys, right there. Make up for that bogey. Now what I'm worried about is where's the most narrow point we can actually jump this. I don't know if I'm jumping any of this. Maybe if we go up a little bit more. This is just totally underwater. You know, I tell you, I think they designed disc golf courses purposely on the lowest land of anywhere. And you need galoshes to get anywhere. Oh yeah, this is not friendly on any terms whatsoever. How are we going to get around this? This is not thinning out on either end. Unless we walk all the way around it, I think, up there. Alright, we're taking the long route. Make up for that 2,000 feet I didn't walk. Is that a salt lick block? Or is that just styrofoam? Nope. A lot of litter out here today. Still early in the season, I guess, for picking up litter. Now it's finally thinning out a little bit, so maybe we can cross safely. Because I really do not want wet feet today if I can avoid it. Alright, this is about as shallow as it's going to get, guys. Whoa, and that still isn't very shallow. Alright. Oh, and ironically, you get some water in your foot on that one. Nice. So, that's another thing I'd recommend. Always remember, change of socks, guys. Doesn't hurt to keep them in your car. I just have a bag of, actually a full set of clothes at all times. Because in the disc golf world, it's an unpredictable one. We live on the edge, us disc golfers. Finally, up to 6. Let's make the birdie that we need to square up our score. Oh, barely. All this water log. There we go. Birdie on 6, guys. Now brings my score up to an even par. On to 7. Hole 7. 270 feet, par 3. We're going to need some distance and some prayers. All the way straight ahead. Not many obstacles, just another ravine to cross when we throw. So at least the driving grounds here are not as bad, so I actually can drive relatively where you should be. And first place I throw is straight at a tree, but somehow it combed through, so I'll take it. Actually, that worked out way better than I thought it would for throwing it straight at a tree. Well, we grazed that evergreen. Let's see where we ended up. Oh, man. You know, I can disc golf in a lot of conditions, but disc golfing in the heavy waters and mud, I feel, is probably the worst just because the traction control you lose when playing disc golf. You really need good traction, in my opinion, for your drives, especially when there's no real pads. I mean, this course is just not a big selling point to me the way it's been. But I am grateful for how this landed here. This is looking promising. There's the expressway. That's always a nice thing to look at. Real peaceful. Alright. There's hole 7. Here's where we landed, and for clipping that evergreen, I think we got a good distance, guys. Right here, I think I'm going to do a hard putt. See where we end up. And, oh, grazed the basket on that one. Ha. You know, for how much I'm going through today, really hoping to nail a good putt on video today. I need some more of those. If I don't do enough good putts, how am I supposed to have a highlights video at the end of the year? Come on, guys. Yeah, I actually threw that putt so hard it made a difficult putt for me right here. This is going to be challenging for me, guys. Alright, AVR. No messing around. We need to nail this. There we go. Ourselves par on 7. We're all set. We're going to be on our way. Hole number 8 next. Hole 8, par 4, 460 feet. That is some serious distance, guys, but at least we got some Marble Reds Cowboy Killers to salute us as we play this hole. So I'm throwing my Blizzard Boss. That's all I can really do in this situation, and hope I don't get it in somebody's yard or get it on the other side of that fence, because this fence is much taller than the one I jumped to get here, and I don't think I'm that good today. So Let's give it all we got. And I threw it way high, which is going to hit some trees, and hey, I'll take it. Man, I threw that way too high. Lost a lot of distance from throwing it high. It's hard to keep it level. I think it's throwing me off. I'm going to blame the mud, a little bit on the course, distraction of the wonderful expressway behind me, and the elevation throws me off a little bit here. But yeah, it seemed like they really crammed this course together over here. I mean, I kind of see what they're trying to do, but these are, I mean, I guess there isn't much else you could do. I mean, whoever designed this definitely had some serious constraints when he just jammed all these holes together next to each other. But it is playable, I'd say, on an extremely dry day. That is what you want to work with. So where'd that Blizzard Boss end up falling? Because it hooked down right here. Nice. I'll take it. It's still quite a distance there. There's 8, right by a whole bunch of water, of course. And that's still a serious distance. So you know what I'm going to do? I think I want to go for accuracy on this one. So I'm going to try to crank this mid hard as I can in hopes that it'll stay straight on the pathway I want. No whammies, no whammies. I'll take it. I can get a good approach shot from there to line it up. Seems promising. And let's start shaking and moving, guys. I think all the water's starting to really weigh me down. Feel it in your shoes, feel it on your clothes. Adds to the challenge, right? No time to gripe. Well, we're almost here. Getting close to 8. It's going to be interesting to cross the ravine again here. But I am grateful that I threw this mid. May not have gone as far as I wanted, but it stayed accurate. And you always say accuracy is more important than distance. I do, at least. So from right here, I can line myself up with a nice approach shot and hopefully be in good shape. See where we end up. That's still going to be an interesting putt. Still going to be an interesting putt. See how we're going to get around the water here. Man, this is nuts. Back to the tree and around again, guys. And right here to make par. Oh man, oh, that's a lot of water in the shoe. You just can't avoid it. Just can't avoid it. Athlete's foot in the future if I don't play my cards right after this game. Oh, that's really in there good. Nothing meets good old wet shoe. Right here. Let's try to at least get par and get out of here. Alright. Nice and easy. Gratefully we got par on 8. On to the last hole, thankfully, so I can go wring out all my clothing. Hole 9, par 3, 251 feet. Last hole, thankfully. There's actually some kind of remnants of a tee pad here. It's just overgrown, but still the best I've seen today on this course. I'm going to try my destroyer, throw as hard as I can, and hopefully I can get it to hook to the left around to the basket, thrown from the right. See how it ends up. Just a magnet for trees today. Well, we're still going to work through it since we've worked through how much water and everything else today. Can't get much worse than this, right? I better watch myself saying that. We're getting there, though. Aim's always a little off when it comes to disc golf for me. I need to like aim significantly to the right of anything I'm truly aiming at, and then it'll seem to actually throw where I want it. But I am grateful and hit and go straight into the ravine here. And it is still manageable to finish this off in a few hits. But I'm going to drop off my bag over here, which seems a pinch drier. I'm going to take the mid, and we're going to throw from here in this good old puddle of fun. All right. Make it count. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't have threw a mid. That's going to be a tough putt right there, guys. It's going to be a tough putt. See right there, it's like, man, should I just have thrown a putter? Because that would have completely avoided me overthrowing. I get personally extremely frustrated with overthrows. What do you guys usually go for? Would you prefer to have an underthrow or an overthrow when it comes to putting? Overthrows seem to be the most dangerous to your game, just because of the fact that you never know what's going to land in. It could go in the woods, it could go out of bounds. Underthrows are the way to go. But it's not going to steer us away. This looks like a real healthy putt here, guys. Not going to be easy, but we're here to learn for a challenge. From the rock. Ugh. Awesome. Whew. Really had to earn that par on this last shot, guys, but that was a great way to wrap this up. That was a good distance, to say the least. That was at least a 25-30 foot putt, which is excellent for me. So even with waterlogged, you guys can still prevail. Other than that, really don't have much to say about this course, unfortunately, other than I actually don't really recommend it unless you just want to put another course under your belt and say, hey, I've been to that course, and kind of up your roster. But other than that, this course really doesn't have anything spectacular to offer other than a whole lot of water and swamp. Hate to be so negative about it because I really wanted to be something great, but personally I don't see any reason for me to come back here even if it was fully dry. I'm not that interested from what I saw today. And you guys, let me know what you think about it. Please post in the comments, let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Take it easy.